Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the crystal of Sakura Agate, which is also known as cherry blossom agate. Sakura is the Japanese word for cherry blossom. Now, when it comes to agates, this is a type of plume agate. Now, normally plume agates have these kind of two-dimensional shapes, but as I kind of move this one around, you'll see that it's almost three-dimensional, and it's almost as though it's captured a whole bunch of cherry blossoms. Now, this is a relatively new crystal that's found in Madagascar, and one of the most beautiful agates I have ever seen. When it comes to its energy, it's so soft and nurturing, and I'm so excited to share it with you. A bit of information on what this crystal can be used for and how you can bring it into your life. So let's dive in and explore Sakura Agate. We all have different dreams and goals, and Sakura Agate is a really great crystal to work with to help nurture those different dreams. I guess the energy of this one is kind of like bringing from a seed of a tree all the way out to a beautiful blossom. What ideas, what kind of dreams are sitting there as little seeds and potentiality within you, and what do you need to actually bring them out? This is a beautiful crystal for meditating with to consider that. Often, when we get into our day to day life, we're doing our routine and we forget to focus on how we want to grow, how we want to evolve, and how we want to ascend. And this has a really peaceful energy that can help you kind of relax, drop into that, and think about what seeds do I want to plant into my future so that one day I can enjoy the beautiful flowers and even the fruits of that labor as well. Now, because of its beautiful energy, it's really good for helping protect you against your own fears and doubts. Often there are things that we've always wanted to do, but we're scared about doing it. We're worried that we won't be good enough, that we don't have the experience, that there's better people out there already doing it, all those different types of things. Sakura Agate allows you to feel really confident just starting small, and bit by bit, inch by inch, you grow and develop, and an idea suddenly becomes a dream into a fully blossomed, realized reality. Overall, I find agates to be really nurturing, and Sakura agate is definitely a nurturing crystal. Really good for nurturing you in a whole bunch of different ways. Now, a moment ago, we were talking about these seeds of potential and how we bring them into realization and into reality. Now, to do that, we need to nurture something. Just like a mother nurtures her child as it grows and develops, we need to nurture ideas and goals into becoming fully realized. Just when we plant a plant, we can't just put the seed in the ground and then just wait for it to grow. We need to water it, nourish it, and so on. Sakura Agate allows you to do that. It's great for entrepreneurs and it's great for people who want to bring something new into their lives. So whether you're looking at a business, a change of career, or even a new love, Sakura Agate can be really beautiful to start off with in these new beginnings to make sure that you give things that you care about the amount of attention required for them to become successful. This is a really beautiful one to have if you've been hurt in the past or if you've got fear from past relationships, to have this and wear this over the heart to help nurture new growth and new beginnings. We see with trees, they may lose a branch, they may lose some leaves, but that doesn't stop them from continuing growing. And just like the cherry blossoms will blossom every spring, there is always a time for renewal, and Sakura agate helps with that. It is also a really great stone to help, mend or nurture, would probably be a better word, the relationships between children and their parents. So if you are older and you've got a strained relationship with your parents, or if you're a parent and you're maybe a first-time parent, or you're looking at gifting a first-time parent something, then Sakura agate would be really beautiful. Whenever there is a need for nurturance, this stone is really beautiful, even when we need to nurture ourselves. In this world where there's all these demands and we're even thinking about flourishing and bringing these new goals in, if we're not nourishing ourselves, then we're not going to be able to give our best to the world. Sakura agate helps to nourish happiness, and it really helps you to do what you're passionate about doing. When you find something that lights you up, Sakura agate will support you, will side with you, will walk alongside you and help you to light up more and more as you find your passions and discover what's in alignment with your soul. If you look at your day to day life, do you find that you operate on a high level of stress or nervous energy? Do you tend to rush and maybe jump into ideas and maybe not think things through? Maybe you send emails out without checking the spelling or checking that everyone's okay with the things you're agreeing to. Well, Sakura agate could be a really good stone for you. This is one that just encourages us to slow down, to stop, to be a bit more analytical and to think things through. You know, if we rush into things, we end up doubling our work because we have to fix up the mistakes later, and it causes more chaos. And so Sakura Agate kind of works with the saying, I have a lot to do, so I mustn't rush. It may not make sense, but if you have a lot to do, we can end up rushing too much things and we end up making more mistakes. I have a lot to do, therefore I mustn't rush. That's definitely a mantra that works really well with Sakura Agate. It allows you to be a bit more deliberate, a bit more precise, so that things go out exactly how you want them to, and that you get the results that you want. It is great just to have as a stress stone because it's calming, nurturing energy. But if you want to make sure that you're also not making those mistakes, then Sakura Agate brings that added bonus as well. This is such a beautiful stone, and you want to make sure that you keep it nice and cleansed whenever you get a new piece from the beautiful land of Madagascar, or when you've been using it quite a lot. Maybe you've been in quite a stressful environment recently. This resonates really beautifully with the element of water. Water is about the emotions. It births life. It was where life was first born on this planet. And it really helps to cleanse this crystal. So placing it in some water, some natural water, like a little stream, like the one behind me, is absolutely amazing. Now, you can also bring in other gifts of the other kingdoms and work with the mineral kingdom. So when it comes to the plant kingdom, anything you can do with cherry blossoms would definitely align with Sakura Agate. Now remember that you can't actually get cherry blossom essential oil. There's no essential oil in those blossoms. So any fragrance that you buy is artificially made. And I recommend sticking to what nature brings. So if you happen to be able to get a branch or that of Sakura or of cherry blossoms and having that around while you're doing your meditations, that's ideal. If you do want essential oil, go for another Japanese essential oil, Hinoki. Hinoki is a variety of Japanese cypress. And although we get some cypress oils from the leaf, this one comes from the wood. The Hinoki are renowned for growing very upright, and they've been used for building temples and shrines and things that last a long, long time. The oil of Hinoki enables us to develop and build things that and to speak about things in a way that will have long-lasting, powerful, potent effects. Do you see how they can work really well together to help you manifest goals and keep them there with stability and longevity? The animal that comes to mind when I think of the soft, gentle energy of Sakura Agate is definitely the crane. And these beautiful dancing birds that, form beautiful relationships with their mate, I think it's lifelong actually, really captures this angelic kind of magical celestial energy that Sakura Agate also has. Astrologically wise, this would definitely resonate with Venus, and thus the power day is Friday. So the best day to do any serious workings with your Sakura Agate would be on Friday. Now, this is such a new gem out of Madagascar. You may find it hard to find a lot of information about it, but this is where the fun begins. We can use this. We can hold it in our hands and we can program it with our visualizations for new love, new projects, new passions. And I'd love to hear about your experience or the energy you feel from the crystal in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.